and y. What are the values of this x and y? So this is x is input value of x f. X is input value of f. Okay, and y is the output value of f. Okay, so this input value of f we are called as domain. We are called as it's a domain. By taking these values, the function should be defined. This should be defined. So by substituting the x values, the function f should be defined. So then these x values we are called as domain. Then the answer of f we are called as range. Range is y. Y is range, y is the answer, y is the result. Okay, so then this is range, this is range. Okay, so then suppose if you are defined the function f from a to b, suppose if you are defined the function f from a to b, then a we are called as it is domain. Okay, a we are called as domain. So this b we are called as it is the codomain. This is codomain. Okay, so now how we can find the domain of the given function f? Okay, so for different functions how we are going to find of the domain. So before going to find the domain, we should know the intervals. We should know the intervals. Okay, so we now first we'll discuss about intervals. So before going to discuss domain, we can discuss about intervals. So now we can discuss the intervals. Quadratic intervals we'll discuss. That quadratic intervals mean that is x minus alpha into x minus beta, where alpha less than beta is the condition. Okay, first condition is if x minus alpha into x minus beta less than 0, where alpha is less than beta. So to write this interval answer, first we have to write its factors. That x is equal to, what are the factors? X is equal to alpha comma beta. So write these intervals on the number line in the ascending order. First is alpha because alpha is less than beta. Okay, next it is beta. Okay, then alternately put plus, minus, it's a plus. Right, alternately plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. So this plus denote the greater than symbol. Minus will denote the less than symbol. Here in the question we have less than symbol. Okay, so this less than symbol denotes the minus, denotes the this less than symbol. So our answer x is lies between this alpha and beta. Okay, this x answer is lies between alpha and beta. This we are writing mathematically like this. X is lies between alpha and beta. Mathematically we are reading it as x is lies between alpha and beta. alpha less than x, x less than beta. This also we can write as x is belongs to the open interval, because here only less than symbol, it is alpha to beta. Okay, this answer also we can write as like this. Okay. Example we can write as x plus 2 into x minus 1 less than 0. Okay, so what are the factors of x? X is equal to minus 2 comma 1. So if you write on number line in the ascending order, the first value will be minus 2 and next value will be 1. Okay, so then start the plus minus plus from the right side, plus minus plus. Okay, this less than symbol denotes this minus. Okay, so mean your answer is lies between minus 2 to 1. So that means x is lies between minus 2 to 1. So like this we can take this example. Okay, and second case, if you are taking, it is suppose it is less than or equal to 0. Okay, the same case will become as it is less than or equal to 0. Less than or equal to 0 mean the same case will come. Here we'll take the less than or equal to, here less than or equal to, here instead of open interval we are writing as closed interval. This is closed interval. Okay, so mean this answer also we can write it is like this. Okay, so example, same example we can take it, it is less than or equal to. The same thing we can take it, it is less than or equal to, like this. Okay, so then it is that also we can write as x is belongs to closed interval minus 2 to 1. Okay, now we can discuss the third case. Third case is, suppose this next case will be what we will discuss. Third case is x minus alpha into x minus beta greater than 0. X minus alpha into x minus beta greater than 0. So what are the factors? X equal to alpha and beta. So if you start on the number line in ascending order, this alpha and this is beta. Okay, so then if you start the plus minus plus alternately, it is plus from the right side. From the right side you have to write it, and this is minus and this is plus. Okay, so then here greater than symbol denote the, it is greater than symbol, a plus is greater than symbol denote, and it is less than symbol. So here greater than symbol is there, mean we have to select the this plus symbol, mean your answer is after the beta. This answer, x answer is after the beta. So after the beta up to where? Up to infinity, mean your x is answer is greater than the beta, or another solution is OR. Another solution is before the alpha. Before the alpha mean here x, mean it is x is less than alpha, mean x is less than alpha. Okay, so this is this answer we can write this ORR we can write as union. So up to x is greater than beta, mean from beta it started and it is going up to plus infinity, and here this side less than alpha before the alpha, mean less than alpha, mean it is going up to minus infinity. So this are also, this answer also we can write as, what we are doing, we are not taking any value between the alpha and beta. So we are not taking any value between alpha and beta. So there is no x value between alpha and beta. So we are deleting the alpha value also, beta value also, and between the alpha and beta. Mean from the total this line we are considering as the real number line. So this is the capital R line, real number, capital R minus what we have to subtract to alpha also we are not taking, beta also we are not taking, and in between the alpha and beta values are also we are not taking. Mean we are subtracting alpha, mean close interval, mean we are this extremity we are considering, and this extremity is beta is also we are considering. So in between alpha and beta values also we are subtracting from the real number system. So the same interval we can write as like this also, like this also, like this also. These three are right. Okay, anyway we can write this answer, that is x minus alpha into x minus beta is greater than 0. Okay, x minus alpha into x minus beta greater than 0, that interval we can write it is like this. Okay, suppose here x minus alpha, next case is suppose it is x minus alpha into x minus beta greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so then we can write x is equal to the alpha comma beta is the factors. Okay, the same thing we are writing, it is like this. It will become as equal to, here equal to symbol is there, so here also we are writing the equal to symbol. Just we have to close here, we have to this interval same thing will be, we have to make the close, and it is also close, mean it is close and union, and this is close. At infinity we have to put the open interval because we don't know the value of that, we are not including that value. So and this will be real number. From the real number system we are not subtracting the alpha, alpha is included, and beta also included, mean we should not be we should not delete alpha, we should not delete beta. So mean open interval of alpha to beta, we are not deleting alpha, we are not deleting beta, just we are deleting the values between the alpha to beta. These values we are deleting here, these values we are deleting. So these are the intervals you have to use in this topic to find the domain and range. Okay, so these intervals we have to use to find the domain and range. Okay, now we'll discuss different types of problems to find the domain. Okay, so that is now see, suppose if the given function it is in the form of f of x by g of x, where g of x should not be equal to 0, mean this function is rational function, it is rational function, this is rational function. Okay, example 2x square minus 3x plus 7 something is there by x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3. What is the domain of it? Domain. What is the domain of it? Okay, so this is a rational function. To find the domain of it, the domain mean for which x values the function should be defined. The function should be defined. So first we have to check for which values the function should not be defined. The function is not defining for which values. So mean the function is not defining for these values is become the 0. Okay, for which values this denominator become the 0. what is the denominator? Let it is g of x. What is g of x is equal to x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3. Okay, so this x minus 1 into x minus 2, where it is 0, where x is equal to 1, here x is equal to 2, it is 0, here x is equal to 3. So for x equal 1, x equal 2, x equal 3, this g of x is 0, mean 1, 2, 3. So we should not take the x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2, x is equal to 3 for this rational function. Okay, for this rational function we should not take the x equal to 1, x equal to, x equal to 3. Mean other than these three values we can take any value, any real number you can take except these three values. Mean what is its domain? Domain of this function is capital R, real numbers. All real numbers you can take except minus 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is the domain of this rational function. So this rational function's domain we can find it like this. Okay, suppose the another question is like this. We can frame it another question. This here, if I take the 1 by x square minus 1 into x plus 3, what is the domain of it? Okay, so what is the g of x? G of x is, what is the g of x? Will be, g of x will be, the g of x will be x square minus 1 into x plus 3. Okay, so in x square minus 1, what are the values are there? That is a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b into x plus 3. So when it becomes the 0, this g of x is becomes 0 when x is equal to the minus 1. This will become 0 when x is equal to the 1, and this will become the 0 when x is equal to the minus 3. So we should not take in denominator minus 1, we should not take in denominator plus 1, we should not take x is equal to minus 3. Okay, so except these three values you can take any real value. You can take any real value, mean domain or minus all real numbers you can take except minus 1, 1, minus 3. These three values, other than these three values you can take any real number. So domain of this function x square minus 1 into x plus 3. Okay, so like this we can find the another function's domain. Okay, second model is root function, square root function. Okay, how we are going to find the square root function domain? Okay, so that is square root function. Suppose second method is, if you want to find the square root function domain, okay, root over f of x, root over f of x function domain, how we are going to find? Okay, root over f of x function mean it is every root value is greater than or equal to 0. Every square root answer is greater than or equal to 0. Mean this function f of x answer never be negative. This is also f of x is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, suppose to find this question, example we can take it, it is root over okay, root over x square minus 4x plus 3. What is its domain? What is the domain of this function? Okay, for which values this function is defining, for which values this function is defining. So what are the x values to substitute? We have to substitute here. Okay, for which values this is defining, mean it should not be become the negative, first point. Okay, and should be defined. So that is let what you have to take it x square minus 4x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so this is a quadratic equation. So if you find the factors, what you are getting, x square, that implies x square minus 3x minus x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. So that means here x common, x minus 3 minus 1 common, x minus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. That implies x minus 1 into x minus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. So what are the factors we got it present? So that is x is equal to 1 comma 3. So write these factors on the number line, okay, in ascending order. This is x is equal to 1, this is x equal to 3. So then start the plus minus alternately. From the right side it's plus, it is minus, it's a plus. Okay, this greater than or equal to will denote the plus. This is greater than or equal to. Okay, greater than or equal to. This is greater than or equal to. So this symbol mean your answer is, x answer is after the 3. After the 3 answer is there. Before this 1 answer is there. Mean x is greater than or equal to 3, or it is another answer is x is less than or equal to is 1. Okay, so this answer we can write as less than or equal to 1. This also answer we can write as capital R, or is we can write as less than or equal to 1 mean minus infinity open interval to 1 close. It is equal to symbol mean we have to take here your closed interval union. This is ORR union, and another closed interval because here equal to symbol is there. So this is 3 to infinity. Okay, so like this another answer also we can write it. So that is, what is the another answer we can write is capital R minus open interval of 1 comma 3. So like this we can find the domain of this function. Mean after the 3 values we can take it, before the 1 we have to take the values. We can substitute here to define this function. Okay, so to define the root over x square minus 4x plus 3, we have to substitute the values after the 3 and before the 1. Okay, now we can take the another example. Another example we can take it here. Another example we can take it root over mod x minus x, root over mod x minus x. So we know mod x minus x is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so now check it, mod x is greater than or equal to, if you transpose this x to the right side, it is plus x. Mean what you can write it, plus x is less than or equal to the mod x, for which real values this property is satisfying. So x should be less than the mod x, for which values this is satisfying. Suppose let x is equal to 2. Okay, then it is 2 is less than or equal to 2. Okay, it's not possible. Okay, so mean if you take the minus 1, let x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to minus 1. So that if you x is equal to minus 1 mean if you substitute here x is equal to minus 1 is less than or equal to the modulus of minus 1. Modulus of minus 1 is plus 1. Minus 1 is less than or equal to the plus 1 is correct property. So mean for negative values it is satisfying. Okay, so for negative values it is satisfying, mean that is x is belongs to the, what we can write is minus infinity to up to, where we can write it up to negative values, that is up to 0. You should not be take the 0, mean negative values. Okay, So it is the open interval of 0. Minus infinity to 0 we can take it. Okay, so the domain of this function is what is the domain? This is the domain of this function. Okay, like this we can define the another function. If the given function it is in the form of third form is 1 by root over f of x. Okay, 1 by root over f of x. This function 1 by root over f of x. Okay, that function domain how we are going to find. Okay, so that is mean here what I said, it is whenever root f of x is there, it is always greater than or equal to 0, but here it is not possible of the equal to 0. It is not working out, only f of x is greater than 0. In this case f of x is greater than 0. Okay, so f of x is greater than 0. Example we can take as 1 by root over 4 minus x square. Okay, suppose it is like this. What our aim is, f of x is greater than 0. What is f of x here? Let f of x is equal to the 4 minus x square. Okay, that is 4 minus x square. So that means f4 minus x square is greater than 0. 4 minus x square is greater than 0. If you take the minus common, x square minus 4 is less than 0. So that implies x square minus 2 square is less than 0. A square minus b square. A square minus b square means a plus b into a minus b is less than 0. Okay, so that means what are the factors we got? It x is equal to minus 2 and plus 2. So write these factors on number line. Write on the number line minus 2 and plus 2. Okay, then start the plus minus plus from the right side. Okay, then what you have to choose, plus or minus mean it depend on this symbol. So come to this symbol, this is less than symbol is there. Less than symbol mean this is the less than symbol. Okay, mean your answer is lies between the minus 2 to plus 2. So that is x is lies between the minus 2 to plus 2. This is the answer. This answer also we can write as x is belongs to open interval of minus 2 to plus 2. Okay, if the given function it is in the form of 1 by root over f of x, then f of x is greater than 0. F of x is greater than 0. So that is, we are taking the one example, 4 minus x square root over, so that is 4 minus x square is greater than 0, and if you take the minus common, then x square minus 4 is less than 0. Then we simplified, then we got the factors, and we have to write on the number line, then we got the answer like this. Okay, so then now we can check the another method. We can check it